Good afternoon, everyone. I'm UQ Washington.
And I'm Nicole Brewer. Jessica is off today. Now, we first reported the bombshell allegations on Eyewitness News at 11 last night, and now everyone involved is responding.
Sports director Don Bell joins us now with more on this bizarre story.
It's a big one.
Yeah, we were floored last night when we reported it and we read it. And that still hasn't changed.
Not at all.
It's still very shocking stuff. All right, this summer is arguably the most important offseason in Sixers franchise history. LeBron James is a free agent. He's the best player on the planet, and Philly is a possibility. But how can you haul in a king if your own kingdom is potentially in ruins? Eyewitness News reporter Cleve Bryan has been following the Bryan Colangelo story, and he joins us with more. Cleve.
We're eagerly waiting more word from the Sixers camp after saying this morning that they are investigating this. And the man that you mentioned, handpicked to try and lead the Sixers from a rebuilding team to hopefully NBA champion, may have tweeted himself right out of town.
And to my right, Markelle Fultz, the #1 pick in the NBA draft last night.
Tuesday, the online sports and pop culture site The Ringer published a lengthy report explaining how Sixers GM Bryan Colangelo may have used multiple secret Twitter accounts to bash players, vent frustrations, and defend his own reputation.
I mean, it's totally inappropriate.
It's just so strange. It's like unbelievable.
The Ringer says they started investigating the link between Colangelo and what are known as burner accounts after receiving their own anonymous tip. The accounts followed dozens of people in Colangelo's life, professional and private, and at times gave what might be inside information, such as this tweet about a rumored trade on Jahlil Okafor that never happened, saying, "Ask about his physical for the other team."
That sounds like slander.
The Philadelphia sports world is abuzz with speculation that Colangelo could be fired at any moment if the allegations prove true.
You can't make this up. This is as crazy as a story could be. And if it's true, it's probably the end of Bryan Colangelo in this town, despite the current success of the Sixers. I don't think you could survive this.
The Sixers said in a statement they are investigating the Colangelo report, and our digital expert says there is a high probability the facts line up.
So we have to look at these tweets and these accounts and look for other digital signatures and try to build a story about who else could it be.
And one of the things that the Ringer did to try and get to the bottom of this is that they told the Sixers about 2 of the 5 accounts that they believe is linked to Bryan Colangelo. Right after that, all 5 of those accounts, including the 3 that were not mentioned, then went on lockdown. We'll have more at 6 o'clock on how the Sixers go about getting to the bottom of this. Live in Camden at the practice facility, I'm Cleve Bryan, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Cleve, thank you. That is a very good point he makes right there. Also, guys, I want to mention some action that happened on Twitter last night. Joel Embiid, he loves the Twitter. And, of course, he went on last night, his final tweet of the night. A fun night on Twitter, LMAO. All jokes aside, I don't believe the story. That would just be insane. Another Sixer tweeting this. This is Rashawn Holmes, as we like to call him. Just simply LOLing, nothing but the crying, smiling emoji that we all use frequently. I know I definitely do. This story is humorous and ruinous all at the same time. Yeah. And at this point, we haven't heard from some of the other players mentioned in the article, mainly Jahlil Okafor, Markelle Fultz, and of course, we will continue to track this story more later on in this show and also at 6 as well.
The conversation's gone national. Everybody's talking.
Everybody's talking about this. Yeah.
Don, thanks.